Why, hello there everybody, welcome to another video of you guys saving money and sending me the pictures. Also known as you guys showing me your 3D prints. Now I'm going to say this very quickly, I do not recommend that you go out there and copy and steal anybody's intellectual property. Follow the laws when you are 3D printing. What I will say though is I support other artists out there that make their own original artwork that you can purchase from them. Then load it up into your 3D printer and have a great time. Alright, so first up we've got our Lehman Russ battle tank, $59, and what do you know, it's in stock, so if you wanted to rip yourself off, you're free to do so. Now from the Space Mace 69 side of things, we've got Dan Box, who sent this in. It was printed on a Frozen Sonic 4K mini resin printer, and this little bad boy cost him $7 to print, so that is an 8-to-1 ratio. So you've got an option here, you buy one Lehman Russ for $59, or you go to Space Mace 69 and you print out 8 mobile metal boxes for the same price.
Drive me closer, I want to hit him with my wallet.
Alright, so next up we've got Horus, the War Master Primarch of the Sons of Horus. $106 and no longer available, what a surprise. Now this price is outrageous because this model is barely larger than a standard Terminator. But let's see what Space Mace 69 has to offer. Now this bad boy came from Brother Oddball, who sent in this picture. This is a phenomenal print, and this is what people don't seem to understand, that the quality that comes out with these miniatures has to do with the file and the settings, not exactly the 3D printer itself. Most of these resin printers can produce phenomenal quality, even the cheap ones. It's more of a matter of settings and the file that you're using. This bad boy can cost anywhere from $2 to $5 to print. Significantly cheaper, far more detailed, and a lot larger. So when people try to tell you that 3D printing is not on par with other professional models, they have no idea what they're talking about. It all has to do with the file and the settings. So, in my opinion, War Master Horse from Space Mace 69 wins this one hands down. Up next, we've got another Primarch, which is Anno Gronn, Primarch of the World Eaters. $98. And once again, temporarily out of stock. I'm telling you, my guys, Games Workshop desperately needs to get 3D printers so that way they can finally have stuff in stock. All you gotta do is go get a chav and pay him minimum wage, and he just sits there and he just presses the button that says print. He just pops that model from the build plate, looks at his boss and says, "Isn't it right and proper, mate?" Okay. Anyway, so $98 for the Anno Gronn Primarch. Now, let's see what Space Mace 69 has to offer. Once again, we've got Brother Oddball sending in this phenomenal print and amazing sculpt. $98 compared to this print, which cost anywhere from $2 to $5 to complete. This is Prime Arch Anger from the World Munchers Legion from Space Mace 69. Alright, now we've got another Primarch here up and ready to go. This is Sanguinius, the Primarch of the Blood Angels, one of the worst Primarchs. And I say that just to piss off the Blood Angel fanboys. Now this bad boy is $131, and oh, would you know, out of stock. What a surprise. I'm telling you, man, all you gotta do out there is go scrape the gutters, find a chav, and make him print models. Now let us see what Space Mace 69 has to offer. Oh wait, hold up. Is this Isaac Newton? Don't tell me that this does not look like Isaac Newton. Okay, so what we have here is Space Angel Newton from Space Mace 69. Amazing sculpt. Again, $2 to $5 to actually print this bad boy. Look at the phenomenal detail on this figure. Without a doubt, this is an amazing sculpt, an amazing print, and an amazing paint job. I really love this. Although I will say the face is a little bit plain, but that's probably to capture that Isaac Newton-esque look. Look at that divine sword. He's basically wielding the Principia Mathematica. But wait, there's more. Here is another Galaxy Newton that was printed by Celadren, and it only costs $2. It's a different sculpt and a different size. This is why I love resin printing. Think about it. You could have 2 different Space Newtons in different sizes and in different poses and in different sculpts and in different colors, and you can do all of this for under $5 to $10. Not bad at all. Alright, so next up we've got ourselves some fantasy models, and I gotta give a shout out to E-Man Gameplay, who gave me these photos of these fantasy models, and I gotta say thank you very much for somebody actually taking the time to take good photos and do comparisons and give us the information. So many of you guys are snapping photos from like 2009 cameras with all the lights turned off with no information. Here you go, Gamza, put this in your video. Sorry guys, can't do that. So E-Man, huge shout out, dude. You actually did a good job, so thank you. Alright, so first up we've got the Orc War Boss on a Wyvern. He's saying that this was printed with an Anycubic Photon Mono X, and that the Games Workshop model has been discontinued for the official one, but that third-party sellers sell it for anywhere from $65 to $99. Now he's got a phenomenal looking customized model printed from Ground Mace 69. This is a phenomenal print for only $6.95. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he gave us next. Next on this one is the Rogue Idol for the greenskins. Again, the same printer as the Anycubic Photon Mono X. The Forge World model cost $112 for a couple of pebbles glued together. I actually think that's a disgusting price for this type of model that seems so basic. However, he has a fully customized one once again from Ground Mace 69. His resin cost was $7.31. Further solidifying that Ground Mace 69 is superior. Alright, so next up we've got the Screaming Bell. It doesn't even ring whenever you ring it, it just screams. But anyways, this is the Skaven Bell, and from the Games Workshop model it costs $65. From the resin printed customized one, it is $7.09. The funniest thing about a lot of fantasy models is it either doesn't exist anymore because they don't support those models, or it's not in stock and therefore you can't get it anyways. By the way, I heard that the Skaven were actually inspired by Games Workshop shills, since they're just giant rats. Speaking of huge rats, we have the CEO of Games Workshop, Warlord Queek Headtaker. Now he says it's listed on Forge World for $19.25. Not only does that seem way too cheap for Games Workshop, I couldn't find the model on the actual website itself, so I think this might have been discontinued. However, I don't know anything about that. All I'm going to say is that the resin cost for a model equivalent from Groundhammer 69, 44 cents. My goodness, is that a good price? Alright, so what does this teach us? It basically means that a 3D printer is a phenomenal investment. Once again, I do not support people blatantly ripping off somebody else's intellectual property. What I recommend is you going out there and getting some third-party sculpt models that are customized and built from the ground up and original works, because I actually think that 9 times out of 10, those models tend to look better than anything that is equivalent or compatible with other types of games. The other thing too is I want to address a lot of these people who just look for any little thing to complain about. They try to say, are you factoring in the electricity? Are you factoring in the gloves and the isopropyl alcohol and all this other ridiculous stuff? Even if you were to factor in those prices, it practically makes no difference. What is it going to cost, an extra 25 cents when you factor it in? An extra 50 cents? Hell, let's go to the extreme and say it costs triple of everything else that I laid down here. You realize that that is still far cheaper than anything of the equivalent. So this nonsense that people want to spout off oftentimes comes from people who are probably not liking the idea of a 3D printer because they've wasted tens of thousands of dollars into a hobby, and somebody else can get the same thing equivalent, if not better, for less than half that price. And that's including the printer itself. The printer oftentimes will pay for itself within the first week. I mean, hell, all you gotta do is print a few squads or just a couple of large models and the printer has already paid for itself. Everything after that is just massive profit. And the last poor argument that I see all the time is that Games Workshop has to pay for all the employees and all the artists and all this other garbage out here. Terrible reasoning. I don't know whatever happened to critical thinking, but this is garbage. I'm also paying artists as well when I go online and I go to their website and I help fund independent artists that will give me better sculpts in Games Workshop for far less money, and then I get to 3D print out hundreds of them if I actually want to. So if Games Workshop cannot compete in an environment like that, then that's just too damn bad, because that's the whole point about business, is that when new competition comes in, if you don't adapt, you are destroyed. You don't have to like it, you don't have to accept it, but one thing is for sure, reality does not care about your feelings on the subject. 3D printing is here to stay, and I support the independent artists that are in this field, not the giant corporations that tell me that I won't be missed.